I'm out at Lucy Park to do another rat release from the Ratinator trap. All these guys were caught just last night. This is the first time I've actually put the Ratinator back out into service. I live trap and release these guys like in the park near the river. These white-bellied roof rats are just pretty much like night squirrels. They're really comfortable. That's why they're called roof rats. Well, they're really comfortable living in trees and stuff, and you will find them living in trees. They'll be running around. A lot of people don't notice them, at night, but they're running around in trees at night if they're not, on your roof or something like that. I don't kill these guys. I don't use kill traps, and I definitely do not use poison because we're not going to poison the other wildlife. And almost every poison out there has some kind of secondary effects. I just went through this with one of the page followers a few months ago whose dog ate a poisoned rat because she had poison out, and one of the rats died and the dog got a hold of it. And then even the veterinarian that she took him to over at Colonial Park was ignorant and did not understand that this poison, he claimed it wasn't a secondary effect. It wasn't dangerous to secondary animals, and it absolutely was. Even the manufacturer says it's classified as a super warfarin, and which is an extreme blood thinner. You're going to just bleed the hell out from every capillary and everything. There's no such thing as a rodent poison that you could call a super warfarin that's not going to also be deadly to owls or coyotes or foxes or anything else that eats the dead rodent. On one of my previous older videos, I had some local Karen who was bitching about my live releases and saying, I just make the rats somebody else's problem, implying that I should kill them. So for that moron, I take these rats well away from human habitation. There is not any houses for hundreds and hundreds of yards. This is out by the river. These guys do survive well in the trees, in the parks. There's acorns around here. There's pecans around here. The squirrels survive well, and there are rats out here. There are white-bellied roof rats out here, other than the ones that I've released in the past, because I've seen them before over at the Lucy Park Duck Pond and down here by the river. I want to make it as soft as possible, so we're actually going to leave these guys a pumpkin. I'm going to let them off right near this nice big tree, which is near the river. They can go get water if they need to. There's also that culvert there they can take shelter in, this rock. And we're going to leave them out some seeds and stuff as well, bird seed, and bust this pumpkin up here for them. So I'm not going to just drop them off and then not do something to care for them. And actually, I've come back out days later after I've done one of these rat releases and continued to bring them bird seed and leave it at the base of the tree. And a lot of the rats, they come down when they see I leave it, and I go and get back in the vehicle, and they come down and they get it because they're still in the area days later. So let's open the little door up, and first of all, I'm going to carve up the pumpkin and scatter the seed and all that first. Alrighty, so I've broken the pumpkin up and scattered the pieces around, not just around here, but around this rock here and down inside the rock, because that looks like it's going to be a good place for them to run to and hide. There's leaves in there. There's leaves inside the culvert there, and I put some bird seed and some pumpkin in there too, in case I want to take shelter in that. There's a piece of pumpkin down there by that tree by the river. Anyway, I kind of expect them to, maybe they'll run to this tree or run down there to that culvert or this pile of rocks there. And so I've put them out some food to help give them a little head start. Don't want to hurt the rats. Don't want them to die. We love the rats. I raise and have had several white-bellied roof rats as little educational ambassador rats. I love them to death. They're really smart, very affectionate, just like your pet store fancy rats. And don't want to hurt them. It's just we've got too many of them around the rescue. All of these guys I caught inside the aviaries, the bird kennels where the geese are. They're getting in there at night to stay warm because I'm turning heat lamps on mostly to keep the chickens warm and the emu warm. But they're also getting in there to get the bird seed and stuff and to try to stay warm. But we just got too many rats around, so I got to relocate some of them. Come on, babies. Come on. You can go now. Usually takes them a minute to figure out that they're free, that the door is open. There you go. There you go. Go bounding off. There you go. Right to the rock. That'd be a good place to take shelter, down in there. There's pumpkin and birdseed for you. Okay, come on. Who's next? Come on, babies. Come on, babies. They get scared and they don't know the door's open. Okay, that one's going down there. Oh, way down by the river. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, y'all gotta go, babies. Come on. Come on, you gotta go, rat. Come on. Go, rat. No. Look, the door's open. Door is open. That's the hardest thing about this thing is a lot of times they just don't know the door is open. There you go. Once they see a few of them going, then it's getting the first couple out that's hard. There you go. Come on. Go. Go bye-bye, rat. Come on. Come on. It's time to go bye-bye, rat. Come on. Bye. Bye, little rat. There you go. That one found that tree. Come on. There you go. Come on, rat. I'm going to go out of my way not to kill rats, you know. I don't see any reason to. This live trap here works great. You can catch a lot of rats with it. It cost quite a bit of money. It was like $65. And I was skeptical at first, but this trap pays for itself because you can catch a lot of rats in this thing. It's kind of hard to catch the first couple, but the thing is, when you catch them, you leave them in there. You leave a rat or two in there, and then the other rats, you just make sure they have food and water, and they're not in direct sunlight. They're not exposed to, you know, freezing temperatures or anything. Once they see that there's a couple of rats in there, they get interested. Well, there's food in there. What's that rat in there for? What does that rat know that I don't? So just like it's kind of hard to get the first couple of them out of the trap for them to realize that the door's open and they can get out now, it's kind of hard just catching the first couple. But after you catch the first couple, you catch a bunch of more a lot faster. You catch them quicker the more you actually get in the trap, because all the other rats get curious and then they just go in there too. But they are smart little suckers, and sometimes they figure out how to get out, how to pull this door down. That's like a weighted door, that thing there, where they step on it and it lets them in, and then it's supposed to drop down like this. It's supposed to drop down when it's, you know, it's tilted here. It'll drop down and close them in there, right? Well, these suckers are smart. They'll figure out how to reach up there with little hands and pull that thing down and get out. I've had rats that I've had trapped in there. That's why I put this clip on there when I was transporting them. I've had rats that I have trapped in this thing and was leaving them in there so I could catch a few more rats to make it worth, you know, a trip to come release quite a few at one time. And I've had some of them escape from that thing from holding. So sometimes they get wise to it, and you have to not use it for a little while until you have another generation of rats, you know, come along that don't know the tricks of it, that don't know about it, and then you'll start catching rats again. So, but anyway, that thing pays for itself, and it takes a little more effort to be compassionate and to not kill them. Yeah, to come out and leave food for them, and you know, do the kind, compassionate thing. Take time out of your day to, you know, take them somewhere to release them. But I feel better doing the compassionate thing. They're just trying to survive like every other kind of critter. How are they any different than any other kind of a wild critter? You know, the skunks or possums or raccoons or squirrels or bunnies or anything else that you might care about. Yeah, they can be pests, but if you can live catch them in a trap, there's no reason not to just take them somewhere and let them go and let them have a second chance. So that's what I'm always going to do.